Good morning and welcome to the Wednesday edition of Your Daily Manna on the WSLM Radio Ministry podcast, the voice of Sacrificial Lamb Ministries. This is Pastor Vince on this Wednesday, May 8th, 2024. Thank you so much for waking up early with me once again as we continue our study on the prophecy of Daniel 7. Yesterday I told you that we would discuss the 10 horns of the fourth beast. And our question for today is, what is the significance of the 10 horns of the fourth beast? Well, the 10 horns represent 10 kings. The kings stand for a kingdom, according to Daniel 7 and 24. I'll say that again. The king stands for a kingdom, according to Daniel 7 and 24. So 10 main kingdoms were to rise out of Rome's empire. Some of the modern nations of Europe are the outgrowth of these divisions. They can never be permanently united by men, as we have studied. And you want to take a look at Daniel 2 and 43. So another question, just to dig a little deeper, would be the Roman Empire, which is the fourth kingdom, is represented by a powerful monster with iron teeth and 10 horns, according to Daniel 7, verse 7. What do the horns represent? So we're just trying to get to the bottom of what these horns represent, these 10 horns. So here's the answer. Here's a more in-depth, or here's a clear answer to what we're trying to understand today. The 10 horns represent the 10 kingdoms or kings into which pagan Rome was eventually split. And that's according to Daniel 7 and 24. These 10 kingdoms are the same as the 10 toes of the image described in Daniel 2, verses 41 through 44. Roving barbarian tribes swept in upon the Roman Empire and carved out land niches for their people. 7 of those 10 tribes developed into the countries of modern Western Europe, while 3 were uprooted and destroyed. So let's take a look at those 10 kingdoms. I'm going to name the 10 kingdoms by their former names. The 10 kingdoms by their former names. And as I've just mentioned, 3 were uprooted or destroyed, and 7 of those 10 remain. So the 7 which remain, I'm going to give you, once again, their former names, and then I'll give you their modern, Western Europe names. All right. So the 10 kingdoms were the Visigoths, the Anglo-Saxons, the Franks, Alemanni, Burgundians, Lombards, Suevi, Heruli, Ostrogoths, and the Vandals. The Heruli, Ostrogoths, and Vandals were destroyed. They were uprooted. And these are the 7 which remain. So the 7 which remain are the Visigoths, Anglo-Saxons, Franks, Alemanni, Burgundians, Lombards, and Suevi. So now here are their modern Western Europe names. So Visigoths became Spain. Anglo-Saxons became England, Franks became France, Alemanni became Germany, Burgundians became Switzerland, the Lombards we now know as Italy, and Suevi we now know as Portugal. So friend, that's just a little more information on the 10 horns, which are actually the 10 kingdoms spoken of in the Bible. Again, I just gave you their former names and I gave you their modern Western Europe names. Friend, that will conclude what we have to look at today. That was just a very short look at the 10 horns of the fourth beast. And tomorrow when we come together, we're going to look at who is represented by the little horn. We're going to talk about this little horn tomorrow, according to Daniel 7, verse 8. So until tomorrow, have a blessed Wednesday. Take care. May the Lord be with you. And by God's grace, we'll come back tomorrow morning, Thursday morning, for another edition of Your Daily Manna. In the meantime, be blessed.